Hey everybody, welcome to one last final project video for INTR 101. So what I'm going to do is I noticed that there was a bit of confusion around one of the aspects of the final project, which is the content development section. So this video is all about that and just kind of clarifying some of the confusion there. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen and we'll just kind of go over really quick the prompt. So in this, the content development section was name at least 3 tasks required for content development for each workshop. And you can consider this an action plan. Now I'm realizing this is totally on me for not making it clear enough, so I apologize for that. But what we're going to do is jump over to the examples and kind of look at what that really means. So our objectives are all about what are the things we want folks to get out of this workshop. The justification is all about why it's important and what sort of things go into it. And the content development is basically what are the steps I'm going to take before the workshop starts? What are the steps I'm going to take to build the workshop in order to make it successful? So what I saw in a lot of the rough drafts was the process that you would take throughout the workshop, like what the workshop itself would look like, which is awesome content. However, the content development is like before that. So if we think of this one, this like order of operations critical reading version, you'll notice that the steps that I have listed here are things that I'm going to do in order to build the workshop out. So I'm going to research some general strategies. I'm going to connect with STEM professors to get tips from them. And then I'm going to find 4 example papers for participants to read and try strategies out with. So again, those are all steps that are going to happen before the workshop itself even begins. Now, we can look at one other example and you'll see like for this time management, our content development steps are like research different approaches to time management, gain familiarity with different electronic calendars used in higher ed. So diving into that material, and then get an understanding of the demands of the audience. In this case, this person wanted to do a survey. So they're going to figure out, okay, what things go into that survey, and then some activities that they're going to come up with. So for those of you that did more of what's actually happening in the workshop, that's all really useful information still. And I provided some feedback on this. Don't delete it. The best thing that you can do with that is somehow work it into your objectives. So if in your content development, you said something like, have students pair up and discuss what time management methods worked and didn't work, right? Like that's a really cool thing. Let's say one of your objectives was, you know, an individualized solution. So finding the right solution is like a key thing you want people to take away. Well, one way that you can do that is by having them pair up and share that information. So if there's some way to incorporate some of those previous things that you already did, you totally should. They could also fit into the justification portion. But keep in mind that the content development is all of the steps you're taking beforehand to actually build the thing. So keep that in mind as you get your final draft finished. Remember that the final draft is due on next Wednesday, so that's 12/16, and you're going to go ahead and submit it in the final draft tab here at the final project link at the very bottom. I'll post a reminder pretty much every day up until the due date. So make sure that all of the proposals are in like one document together, one file together, and then you'll need to submit it as either a Word document or a PDF. Those are the easiest things for me to get. If you're submitting it as a Google document, make sure to like copy and paste that share link and then stick it into either the comment portion of the proposal submission or like stick it somewhere else in there. Document types like pages or notes or some of those old ones don't necessarily work on every computer. So, you know, if I'm working on my work computer, it's a PC, I can't open some of the pages documents. If I'm on my Mac, I can do that, but my Mac is normally at home. So it'd be preferable if it was a Word document or a PDF. But other than that, if you have any questions before the due date, please, please, please reach out to me sooner rather than later. So my standard work hours are 8 to 5, Monday through Friday. So, try and send an email before 5 p.m. on Wednesday so that I can help you out with stuff. If you send me an email super late, like at 10 p.m. Wednesday when it's due, chances are I won't get back to you until the next day, and by that point the due date will have already passed. Also keep in mind that these are due on Wednesday of finals week, not on Friday, and that's just because I need enough time in order to grade everything. So if you have any questions or concerns about that, please let me know. I've reached out to a lot of you through instructor conversations, and we've chatted about that. So we should be all good to go there. But if anything pops up, please don't hesitate, reach out to me. I'm here to help, but make sure that you give us both enough time to get all of your questions answered. But with that, I hope this clarifies things a little bit more. If you're still a little confused, let me know. I'm happy to go over it in more detail with your final project itself, so we can talk about some more specifics. But other than that, I hope you all have a great rest of your day, and I will talk to you all later. Bye.